Hello, welcome to Magical Moments. A couple weeks ago, I talked about how our choices create our lives, and I wanted to build on that. The human brain makes about 35,000 decisions a day. Crazy if we think about all that activity that's happening. That's the magnitude of our power to create. Imagine if we could harness all 35,000 of those decisions to build the life that we dream to live, rather than the one that we settle for, the one that we believe we have to live, the one that we think we're conditioned to live, our genetics decide for us that we're going to live, our circumstances say we have to live, our financial abundance or lack of dictates the way we're going to live. What if none of those things really dictated the way that you were living life? What if it really was these 35,000 decisions building on each other day after day after day that really were creating your life? Another staggering statistic that I love is that only 5% of our waking life is conscious thought and decision. The other 95% of what we do, say, think, and act upon is from unconscious programming that has built up over our life. I think it's by the time we're 35, our personality is totally formed, and we are just basically running on autopilot by this 95% of unconscious choices and beliefs that we believe are our reality. So with this combination of decisions and this unconscious part of us that is basically running our life, what do we do? How do we get under that? How do we change that? And the first step, right, is awareness, like listening to this, recognizing that, connecting in with it, realizing that that is happening inside you, and then starting to take steps towards doing it differently. And how this plays in with our intuition is that underneath all this unconscious and these decisions, and in this 5% of us that is our true self, our conscious self, that's where our intuition lies, in this part of us that is our big self, that is the creative self, the one that is the divine essence and soul that lives inside of us. And when we can connect in with that part of us and strengthen it and grow it and have practices and work with coaches and therapists and whatever those spiritual personal development things that call to you are, do them. Really start having a practice of where you notice your patterns, you notice the things you say over and over again. You catch yourself believing things that maybe aren't really true anymore for you, but it's such an old belief that you just fall into the comfort of it. And another way we sort of unravel or untangle this unconscious is to start making steps in the decision of the dreams that we want. And yes, the unconscious comfortable part is going to reach out and be like, oh no, come back over here. That's kind of scary. We don't know what's happening. It's learning to have a relationship with that part of us, not making it wrong, not trying to change it through force or willpower or determination, but it's softening, opening, and creating a relationship with that part of ourself that is wanting us to go deeper, is really calling to us to do things differently, to not live in this sort of swirl of chaos and clutter and overwhelm and anxiety and fear and whatever that thing is for you that stops you from doing what you want to do and keeps you just caught in what you believe you have to do or should be doing. So for me, my spiritual journey and journey into this deeper connection with my intuition and my psychic gifts has been about increasing the capacity to feel my big self, to feel spirit living inside my body, to really allow that part of me to grow and to flourish and to be part of everything that I do. It is really who I am. All the other stuff is just stuff. And when there is this ability to go inside and be really deeply connected to the one that lives within us, the true essence of ourself, our soul, our spirit, our intuition, God, whatever word is the one that resonates for you to want to explore, to want to get deeper, and to really kind of clear away what's in the way so that you can make at least half of those 35,000 decisions from a place of knowing with a clear yes or no, because that's what fuels the creation, is the clear yes or no. Like, I am 100% yes to this, or I am definitely a no to this. But most of us, for most of our decisions, we just kind of waffle in the middle, like confused and not knowing, and well, maybe it's a yes, but it's, I don't know. And I think I don't want to do that, but I'll say yes anyway, because that's what I'm programmed to do, make everybody else happy. And so it plays out in all these different ways. And having that clear yes or no, that big self, that inner self, our inner authority be really the guiding focus and voice in our life is what gives us that sense of peace, that sense of happiness, that sense of belonging and love that we're craving. It lives in there. Nothing outside of you will provide that for you. It's all inside, connected to your inner self, your intuition, and your loving of yourself. Namaste.